Now though, astral projected triangulation dowsing. Wondering what it is? Colin Stott's here to explain it. What is it?
What is it?
Right, well you've got 5 senses, and instead of using your eyes to find things, why not use a rod? Now then, when you're... No, hang on a minute. Now then, when... Well, this is how it works.
This is dowsing, isn't it?
This is dowsing as it works, right. So let's try and find magnetic north.
Okay.
Right. So you don't need...
You're just holding this?
I'm just holding this.
And is this a special rod?
It's just a piece of copper.
What's making it move, though?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows this. I'm a member of the British Society of Dowsers, and this is how they say it works. That your brain, in a way, is like a radio receiver, and there's a muscular reaction between the brain and the muscles. So the official line is that a dowser thinks of things that he can find anywhere, and what happens is he just gets a reading from the rod.
So can you kind of find Buckingham Palace for us, or the direction that it's in?
Yes, as I say, that's true north. That's true north now. We can try and find a few things if you wish. As I say, there's a few churches in the area if you like. Let's go to the Stand district of Whitefield. Where's Stand Church in Whitefield? That's there. Let's go to Heaton Park. Everybody knows where Heaton Park is, don't they?
Well, they do in this area.
Well, they do in this area. Anyway, Heaton Park. Now let's go to the telecommunications tower at Heaton Park. That's 4 miles away.
Can you do big ones, though, that we all know, like Buckingham Palace?
Right, well, Buckingham Palace now we're going south.
Empire State Building.
Right, Empire State Buildings, right, is 4,000 miles to the west, right? So I can get a polarity line. You understand what's a polarity? Rather than go back to camera. So where's the Empire State Buildings? 4,000 miles away in that direction along the rod. Now then, you mentioned Buckingham Palace. Now, now this is my mother's favourite, it really is. Buckingham Palace, here we go. Now then, is the Queen in?
Well, can you see where the Queen is? Is she not in?
No,
How did you know that?
Because it moved to the side.
Oh, right.
Because you were asking a question.
Do you know where she's
You
gone?
can get a yes, and you can get... Hang on.
Do you know where she's gone, just out of
She's at her mother's. No, no, this is what my mother does all the time. It's, as I say, it's a little joke my mother does.
Well, I mean, the thing is, why bother? I mean, why don't you know, just kind of work out in a normal way where Buckingham Palace is and say, well, it's over there.
And what's this? You know, like this is sort of like divination.
Divination.
What's triangulated dowsing?
Now, when people use 2 rods, they're a triangulating position. You don't need 2 rods, just one's enough. You're triangulating from 2 rods. Now, to triangulate, a ship does this at sea. To take a radio message from one beacon and a radio message from another, and where they cross is triangulate. You see this on old films. Now, what they use today is satellite navigation. You just tap it in, and you know exactly where you are.
So where does astral projection part come into this then?
Now then, what a dowser is capable of doing is moving about from place to place. Right then. So, if I want to go to, say, New York, instead of physically going to New York, I can actually, in my mind, think as though I'm in, say, the Empire State Buildings on the top, and I can do readings from various places. I can pull out various places. So what I do is I dowse distant objects by astral projected triangulation.
And have you had any sort of like major success using this technique that you can tell us about? Or?
Well, I'm famous for finding a body a few years ago, but I don't really want... the family have made it be known that they don't really want... because it's only fair to them, so I don't really want to talk about that. But I had many successes with many, many things. I mean, you don't realise it, there's a lot of Roman roads around this area. Castlefield is only... Where's Castlefield now?
Just down the road, Castlefield.
It's just down the road. It's about a 1/4 of a mile, not even that. Now, the early Roman road started off at Castlefield, and it went to Chester. But then it went down Deansgate, and this is all... It did, actually, went down Deansgate, crossed over the bridge, and then, as I say, there wasn't a bridge in them days, but a ford, and then they'd go down to... then it'd head north. Say, but at Sedgley Park at Prestwich, 25 years ago, a bulldozer, when they were putting the footings in for a school, he opened up, there was a chest there with 2,000 Roman coins in, and these are in the museum now.
So it works in past, future, art, present then?
And the present. Colin,
can you douse us a route over to Cassandra?
We're going that way.
We've got a rod apiece, remember? If you want, have a go.
Oh no, we have to go as well.
Thank you, Colin. Right.
Thanks very much.